Hello, my name is Anita Dart and I'm a speech and language therapy assistant. Your child may be experiencing difficulty making certain sounds and in fact may be substituting other sounds in their place. For example, he might want to say fair but it's coming out as bear, or cat and it comes out as tat. It's very important that children listen and are able to discriminate or sort the correct sounds at the beginning of words before they are able to produce them. We would always start by listening to the sounds in isolation. So first of all, you would make sure the child knows what the sound is. So find a card with the letter that you want to work on, the sound you want to work on, and make sure you tell him or her that it's a f sound. Run your finger over the shape so that he can recognise the shape and remind him it's f. Use f rather than f because it's a pure sound. Because he's saying a b in its place, so then we are listening between the f and the b sound. So you do exactly the same. Make sure the child knows what the sound is. And you might like to run his own finger across them so he's familiar with them. Once you've done that, you get the two sounds. At the moment I'm using two sounds on buckets. You could put a sound on a real bucket, so choose two buckets or two containers and put them on the table with the sound in front of the bucket or the container. You could have a collection of buttons or shells or the child's toys, and as you say a sound, ask the child to put one of those onto the right bucket. So if I said B, the child would put the button on the B bucket or in the B bucket. Carry on like this. You might say the same sound several times and then change. So B. And you'd give lots of praise. Well done, yes. B. Then you might do a f. He puts it on the f. So what would happen if he got it wrong? So I'm going to say f. Oh, are you sure? Listen. Where is the bucket? And then if the child moves it and puts it on the right one, good listening, well done. If he doesn't, you move it for him and go. You can continue like this for a while until you are sure that the child knows which is the sound on its own. Alternatively, you can have one of the child's favourite toys. Here I've got the monkey. And I'm going to ask the child to make monkey jump on the sound he can hear. Are you ready, monkey? Can you jump on the f? Off goes monkey. Well done! Well done, monkey. Let's try another one. Monkey's going. Oh, monkey, you didn't listen very well there. Listen again. Well done. So lots of praise when the child finds the right sound. Once your child is able to consistently hear the sounds on their own, then we move on to something called CV sounds. So that is listening for the sound with a vowel. Sometimes we call them silly words. We do this by getting the same two pictures or any picture cards that have got the sounds on. These are different ones. These are all also showing you how to make the sound. But in this video we are concerned with listening. So once again we've got the B and the F sounds. You will also need some vowel sound cards. You will find these on our website. It can be any vowel sounds, so any pictures you may have at home or ones that you print from our website. And this time, just like previously, you're going to be saying the sound with a vowel or a silly word. So you might say ooh, and you want the child to point to the sound he has heard at the beginning. So he'd point to f. If he gets it right, let him have a reward by pulling a banana out of the game. Hopefully the monkey will jump up and that will be his reward. Carry on going. So B-E, B-E. Which sound did you hear at the front of the silly word? So the child points to B, and again he gets a reward of a banana. Continue like this, dotting about from one sound to the other to ensure the child is confident and he knows which sound is at the beginning of the silly word. This time we're going to be listening between real words, some that start with a f and some that start with b. As before, the adult says the word and the child has to put it in front of the right beginning sound. So we're going to start by choosing the shoes, and underneath the shoes we have a picture of a bike. So the adult says bike and the child has to put it in front of the right sound. We carry on. Child chooses Mr. Potato. I'm going to put it on top of the shoes. And under there is a picture of a fire. Fire. If the child is unsure, you could say, is it fire or fire, to help him make the decision. Well done, he's chosen the right sound. So we carry on until we finish Mr. Potato Head. So there goes his face. And hiding under there we've got farm. Farm. Let's put a hat on. And under there we have a fan. Ooh, are you sure? Is it ban or fan? Well done. Nearly finished. I'm going to put an arm on. And under this arm is a book. Book. Well done, yes. Book starts with a B sound. Last arm. And our last picture is bath. Bath. Well done. And give your child lots of praise. Minimal pairs are pairs of words that sound the same except for the beginning sound. For example, fair, bear, bone, phone, berry, ferry. Place one pair of words at a time in front of your child on the table. Make sure they know what's on the pictures. So, fair, bear. Oh, listen. Fair, that starts with a f. Bear, that starts with a b. Randomly say the words so that your child can point to the one that he can hear. So, bear, bear, fair. Give lots of praise when they get the answer right and reward with a game such as pop-up Star Wars, where the child has to put a lightsaber in and pop up Darth Vader. Continue like this with the other pairs until your child becomes familiar with them and is getting the answers right each time. Remember, it's a listening activity. We are not expecting your child to say the word, but just listen as you say the word for him. Another game you can play with the pairs is to put a barrier between you and your child, either a book or a box, and you keep all the cards. Don't let him see them. Again, you are going to say 2 words and get him to do a thumbs up sign if the 2 words sound the same, or a thumbs down if they sound different. So you might say bone, bone. Was that the same or different? And then you hold the cards up to show that the cards were exactly the same and that he got the right answer.